Out here, in the heart of the wild, we know one thing for sure: water is life. But don't be fooled by a clear stream or a calm lake. Untreated water can kill you just as fast as dehydration. That's why knowing how to purify water is essential for survival. Whether you're lost in the jungle, stranded on a desert island, or just exploring the great outdoors, you need to make sure every sip you take is safe. And that's what I'm here to teach you. We're going to cover it all: how to purify sea, lake, or dam water for safe drinking, using whatever tools you've got. We'll start with the most primitive methods and work our way up to more advanced DIY setups. Remember, your life could depend on it, so let's get started. When it comes to purifying water, boiling is the gold standard. It's the most reliable way to kill off those nasty bugs that can lay you out flat. We're talking bacteria, viruses, and even those sneaky parasites. Now, all you need to get that water bubbling is a fire and something to boil it in. A metal container is ideal, but if you're in a real pinch, you can even boil water in a plastic bottle over low heat. Just make sure the bottle doesn't melt. Once your water's bubbling like a wild river rapid, keep it going for at least a full minute. And if you're up high in the mountains, give it 3 to 5 minutes for good measure. That thin air means the boiling point is lower, so you need those extra few minutes to make sure those nasty critters are gone for good. Sometimes boiling alone isn't enough, especially if you're dealing with murky water loaded with sediment. That's where a DIY charcoal sand filter comes in handy. It's like giving Mother Nature a helping hand in the water purification department. Now, to build this lifesaver, you'll need a container, some cloth or grass, crushed charcoal, fine sand, coarse sand, and gravel. Layer them up like a delicious survival cake. Cloth or grass first, then charcoal, fine sand, coarse sand, and finally gravel on top. Pour your questionable water into this natural filtration system and let it slowly drip through. This process removes sediments and some toxins, but remember, it's not foolproof. Always boil the filtered water afterward to ensure it's safe to drink. Out here, we learn to use everything Mother Nature throws at us, and that includes the power of the sun. In a survival situation, when you're running low on options, solar disinfection can be a lifesaver. Here's how it works. Find yourself a clear plastic bottle, the kind you'd normally chuck away. Fill it up with clear water, and I mean crystal clear, none of that murky stuff. Lay it out in direct sunlight for at least 6 hours. The sun's rays, especially the UV kind, act like a natural disinfectant, zapping away most of those harmful pathogens lurking in the water. But remember, this method is only effective with clear water and requires patience. Now let's say you find yourself with a stash of unscented household bleach. It might seem out of place in the wilderness, but trust me, this common household item can be a lifesaver when it comes to purifying water. Just a couple of drops of this potent liquid can make a world of difference. Add 2 drops of bleach per liter of water. Give it a good stir, and then let it sit for 30 minutes, letting the chlorine work its magic. You'll know it's working when you get a faint whiff of chlorine. That's your signal that the water is safe to drink. But remember, this method is only for biologically contaminated water. Never use it on salt water. Stranded on a beach with nothing but salt water around? Don't despair, because even the harshest environments provide for those who know where to look. And in this case, we're looking at the sun to help us create a solar still. This ingenious contraption might seem like magic, but it's pure science. Dig a hole in the ground, place a container in the center, and surround it with seawater. Cover the hole with a sheet of plastic, ensuring it slopes towards the center, and weigh it down with a rock. As the sun beats down, the seawater evaporates, condenses on the plastic, and trickles down into your container as clean, drinkable water. It's a slow process, but it can mean the difference between life and death. Let's say you need drinkable water faster than a solar still can provide. Well, there's another method that combines the power of boiling with a bit of ingenuity. We call it the boil and catch technique. It's all about harnessing the power of steam. You'll need a fire, 2 containers, and a bit of creativity. Boil seawater in 1 container and create a makeshift pipe or tube to direct the steam into the second container. As the steam cools, it condenses back into water, leaving the salt behind. This method requires a bit more effort, but it's significantly faster than a solar still and can provide you with a steady supply of fresh water. Out in the wild, your survival often hinges on your ability to find and purify water. Remember, never drink untreated water even if it looks clean and inviting. And whatever you do, don't even think about drinking seawater. It's a recipe for disaster. Always aim to combine filtration and purification for maximum safety. A DIY filter paired with boiling is a winning combination. And remember, these techniques are just the tip of the iceberg. For long-term survival, mastering rainwater collection, building slow sand filters, and learning to spot safe natural springs are essential skills. So stay curious, stay prepared, and most importantly, stay hydrated out there.